All right, so my review of Old Hickory. I'm doing this yet again. I think my earlier attempts were kind of biased by the fact that I have a friend who had been dying to play this course for a long time. We never actually got to play it due to circumstances in his life, fatherhood and all this kind of stuff. He really kind of dropped off the golf scene, and so I finally got to play Old Hickory, and I couldn't play it without thinking of him and how he felt. Oh, we're gonna play Old Hickory. He was all looking forward to it and everything like that. And also, I played it on the 4th of July last year, and I really think the course was overburdened with a lot of stuff. It's a decent course. There's no question it's a decent course. But when you play a course with rude people who are obnoxiously loud, who litter the course, don't fix their divots, don't fix the sand, who hit on other people while they're playing, have no patience for the group in front of them, no respect for the group in front of them, and the course is generally packed because it's a holiday, and it's a tough enough course where some holes are definitely bottlenecks. I think on one of the holes we played, we were looking right into the sun the whole time, certainly off the tee. I will say 15, 16, 17, and 18 are certainly tough holes, and were certainly bottlenecks, and I hit them because the guys that I was playing were stopped at the front nine. I hit them right when people were trying to get off the course because it was getting dark, and they were just not getting off the course because they couldn't find their balls. And you just need a couple of guys who insist on trying to find their balls under those conditions instead of trying to get off the course to really make it a disaster. But I would say about half the holes of the course were very nice. Number one, decent. Number two, decent. Par threes, par fours. I like the end of the backside from, say, 13, 14, 15, 16 was nice. I think the course had too many houses on it. I think there were too many tee boxes in people's backyards. There were too many fairways with houses running right by, just across like a narrow strip of waste to you were on someone's deck in a row of decks, like on the par 3 on the front side. It just had too many houses, too much noise, too many people, too many rude people, and it kind of got under my skin. And I think it really affected my review of the first couple of times I tried to review this course. So a year later, having played a bunch of other courses and so forth and had some time away, I think I can be a little bit more objective about it. I have to give the course a C+, B- overall. Even if you're the only person playing the course, okay, there's still too many houses too close to the course. I'm sorry. It just is too overburdened with houses on too many of the holes. I think some of the holes are okay. Some of the holes are good. Some of them, a few of them are great, but some of them are not great. The first par 3, second, or I guess it's the second par 3, the one right next to the starter shack. What is that? That's not a hole that I would pay $50 or more to play that course. And I play this hole. It's a 123-yard par 3. What is that? That is a warm-up hole for somebody from the back tees, or blue tees, sorry, when we played it. The blue tees, it was 125. What is that? That's a pitching wedge hole for, people playing from the white tees. Take that hole off the course, whatever. Just, I know what they're trying to do, but do something with it to make it more of a challenge. Make the green smaller, something. It was just a waste to play that hole. It just filled 18 holes. I think other than that, it's hard to really say much about the course. Now, you put people on the course, you put it on a holiday weekend, things start to get a little hectic, and things start to go downhill from there. I think that this is just going to make it an even worse experience than it would be if you were playing by yourself. But I think if I was playing it by myself, I would say at best the course would be a B-. I really enjoyed 4 or 5 of those holes on that course. I did not enjoy an equal number of holes, at least. And the other holes were okay. All right. Not bad. The big problem with this course is you're paying a lot of money to go play this course, and it's got a nice clubhouse, but it's in the middle of a upscale development, and I mean smack dab in the middle of an upscale development. It's not like a big well-spaced houses, No, these are normally spaced houses. They're just oversized houses, some condos even. And you're driving through the neighborhood to play golf. And it's just like they literally packed a course in there, just about as tight as they could get it in this course. And it truly affects the mentality, the mindset of a golfer, at least it did for me, to play a course with that oppressive and a presence of houses. So I wouldn't want to go back to play it for that reason. The other reason I wouldn't want to go back to play it is because it is in this nest of streets in Woodbridge. And it was a pain to drive to this course. I know Northern Virginia fairly well. I've lived in the area all my life. Prince William Parkway, 95, Route 1, 236, all these streets. I know these streets well. I still had to use GPS to even get near this course. It was way buried in the heart of the most spaghetti nest of streets I have seen in my life, outside of Queens, New York, somewhere like, west side of Manhattan. It was ridiculous. Around and around in a circle, around. It took me a good hour to get there from 95 to get there. And it wasn't like the traffic was really dense. I pulled off at Occoquan, went up, whatever. And I could have gone down to Prince William Parkway, but 95 was backed up, so I didn't want to wait to get all the way down to Prince William Parkway. I was trying to get there for a tea time. And I go up through Occoquan, come, south through Lorton or whatever, and then you go to Prince William Parkway and head out there, and you got to back this and fill that. It was ridiculous. I wouldn't want to do that again for that course. That's the other thing. Too many good courses around that area without having to go through all that nonsense. That is Old Hickory in Woodbridge, Virginia.